So, good morning everyone. My topic is just a continuation with Miss Marjorie Moho. Now, let us read our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Explain the key aspects of vocabulary development. Demonstrate appreciation for the importance of selecting appropriate materials and design or create a simple vocabulary learning material.
So these are the learning objectives that we will make at the end of the lesson. But let me further introduce to you about the idea of Cognition 2001 cited in Brian Tomlinson. So he explained that effective vocabulary teaching laid down 4 elements, which is the aspect, components, learning activities, and suggested materials. Talking about the aspect, this is the features of a word that the student need to know, fully understand, and use it. For example, the form, the meaning, form, and use. Meaning is what the word means, the form is how the word is spelled or pronounced, and the use is how the word is used in a sentence or in a communication. Now, in components, this is the specific knowledge that the learner should develop in learning vocabulary. Learning activities, these are the tasks or activities that the teacher uses in teaching vocabulary, and suggested materials, these are the tools and materials that teacher uses to support in teaching, of course, vocabulary. Now, we have here the first aspect. The meaning, the aspect meaning focuses on helping students understand what the word refers to in real life. So when students learn vocabulary, they are just not memorizing the word, but also understanding concept and how it is used in context. Now let us, for example, meaning the aspect word generous. The form of the word generous is how it's pronounced or how the word generous is spelled. And the meaning is someone who loves to share or give to others. Now we have the component. Component, this is a form and meaning connection. So, able to read the spoken or written word with its correct meaning. So in other words, when students see or hear the specific words, they will immediately recognize what that word means. So these are the learning activities that the teacher uses in support in teaching specific component and aspect. These activities choosing the correct word for the context. So let the student choose an appropriate word that is appropriate for the context. So this for example, she is very glad because she helps poor people. Now what is the answer to this? Generous. Very good. She is generous because she helps poor people. Here are another activities, learning activities that the teacher uses. This one is you let your student choose the right combination or correct meaning of the form of word, or vice versa. Now here's another example, the reading activities. So in the reading activities, you will have the riddle and you let your student answer the riddle. So first example is, I am bright and hot, I rise in the morning and set in the evening. What am I? Very good. It is sun. By this means, the students will enhance or will able to develop the form and meaning connection. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
These are suggested vocabulary materials. So we have the vocabulary.com, word cards. You are familiar with this, word cards, the picture cards, four peaks in one word, and riddles. This one is I can open lang online, and I have provided the new sources which I found online. So this is the vocabulary.com. So this link can be used by the teacher to develop a kind of vocabulary that will teach the meaning and conjugation. So it has the form, how the word is pronounced, the mga specified way, what by specific way to what to teach the vocabulary to the word. And here is the education.com. It has the same features, but of course, it has also a specific subject what to teach, read, vocabulary, activities that the link that provide. have the same aspect. So the meaning aspect of vocabulary focuses on helping students what a word represents or label in real life. So it ensures that learners know the object, description, actions, or concept that the word describes. Now, the components is concept and reference. Now, let us break these two down in simple terms. Talking about the concepts, it is the general meaning or idea of the word. The reference is a specific object that the word represents in real life. So, take for example the word dog. The concept is it is a type of animal that people often keep as a pet. Now, the reference here is the actual dog that the students see in real life. So, we have the learning activities. First is decoding words and meaning from context. So, in these activities, you will let your student read a sentence and recall the meaning of vocabulary from the context provided. So, guard. Step is guard is a storm approach. So, the word guard, the students will immediately recognize what the color of a dart by the storm approaches. So, you can also find the synonyms of both words. So, you can let your student find a word similar to this one. So, happy. What is the synonym of happy?
Joy.
Synonym.
Joyful.
Joyful.
Big.
Huge. Huge.
Huge.
Huge yan.
Big. What is the synonym of big?
Huge.
Huge. Enormous.
Small.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Fast.
Furious.
Fast. Quick.
Quick.
Smart.
Intelligent.
So, that is just like this one. So we have here another learning activity. So, identifying the correct meaning of words. So, this activity is you can let your student choose the correct meaning of words from several options. The pyramids in Egypt are ancient. So, what do you think is the appropriate word?
Very old.
Very good. Very old. Now we have here the appropriate material, semantic picture analysis activities. So, it let your student compare vocabulary words by identifying its distinguished characteristic or features of a word, such as this. The dog has a fur but can fly and gives a milk. A cat has a fur and gives milk. A bird can fly and fish lives in the earth. In that certain activities, children or learner can develop the concept and difference component. Now here are the suggested materials. Word source is somehow a active hand-on learning activities where students categorize the words based on specific features like sound, spelling patterns, or meaning, just like that. A-N, pan, man, can, just like that. Then video class, it is a collaborative task, a task-based language chain. So it is, you let your student hear a story, and the student will take note of the words, and at the end of listening, they will make their own story, just like that. Then we have a word about vocabulary process and semantic picture analysis. So again, semantic picture analysis is somehow suggested materials that the teacher uses a video, to help learners explore relationship between words and concepts by mapping their semantic pictures, such as functional descriptions and definition. So a word about vocabulary is the link that I can open. So it is somehow a document that is composed of learning activities that the teacher would use in teaching a vocabulary. So we have here another aspect, which is use. So the use aspect of vocabulary focusing on students understand how to apply words correctly in context. So it goes beyond knowing a word's meaning. So it will help students understand how the word used in a sentence, phrases, and communication. We have here the component, specific knowledge that the learners should develop. Association is refers refers to the ability to connect words with related words, ideas, or concepts. So this helps learners understand the relationship between words such as synonyms, antonyms, or words that often appear together. So we have here the learning activities. So finding word substitutes. From the sentence, the girl was happy. Instead of using the given word happy, you can use the substitute word, which is the joyful, glad, and cheerful. So we have here another learning activities. Explain connections and creating world maps. So these world maps, it shows connection between words and understanding relationship between words. The given word is the teacher. Now these words that surround the teacher, it is the associated word that can be associated with the word teacher, such as educator, facilitator, mentor, and coach. We have here also finding opposites and classifying words. Classifying words into how the words function in a sentence. It could be a verb, noun, adjective, adverb, or a verb. So we have here also another example. So suggesting word associations and examples. So in these activities is students suggest the words and students suggest a related words and they will provide an example. So the word is generous. The associated words that associate with the word generous is somewhat kind, giving, helpful, and sharing. So by this word, the students will give a sentence example. So like this one, she was very generous and donated her old clothes to the shelter. Just like this one, word brave, the associated word that can be replaced or the given word brave is fearless, hero, daring, and strong. So for example of the sentence is the brave firefighter ran into the burning building to save the family. So we have here the suggested materials or sources that the teacher uses in teaching the specific component and aspect. So the word cards for word trade activities. So these word cards, it is a small index cards, each featuring a specific word that the player must act out. So without speaking for their team, we guess within the time limit. So we have your comic strips, it allows your students to make comic strips, and human brain cloud, mind maps, and bumper words. This is the comicscript.com. Yes, they have different features and it allows your students to create a comics. So we have here columns among suggested materials that the teacher can use in teaching to add specific aspect of the comics. So we have here another aspect. So the use aspect of vocabulary here, it focuses on helping students understand how to use word correctly in sentences or communication. So it is not enough to know the meaning of a word. The students must also know how the word functions grammatically in sentences. So the word can be a verb, adjective, or an adverb. So the components for this specific knowledge that the students develop is grammatical functions. So this pertains to understanding the role of words in sentences, such as the word as a subject, as an object, or as an modifier. So this is the learning activities. So this one, matching sentence halves. So you will cut the sentence into halves and you will let your student to connect the sentence to make it more meaningful or to understand it clearly. So the children play, the house is in the park after school. If you connect the sentence, the children play in the park after school, and so on with the other example. And another example is rearrange words to form a sentence. So this example is the word is somewhat mixed up, and the student will arrange it in a correct order, such as this: she did her homework quickly. The garden has many beautiful flowers. Now, suggested they will make their own story or text. Now, word maze, somewhat a maze, na doon kaya magkuhan, doon ang muna ina-map out. Tapos, word wall, this is a word wall. So, it is yapon alin datuan used by the teacher in creating activities, teaching CapCut. So we have here the collocation. So the use aspect here focuses on students how words are used together to hear a fluent conversation or a fluent language. So of course, knowing a meaning is not enough, but of course, learners also need to know which words commonly occur in produce natural and fluent language. So talking about the collocation, it is a word that appear together that would speak or listen naturally. So, like for example, this is learning activities. Find or match collocations, such as this. Collocation is the word that appear together to make the spoken means more naturally. So strong, is a collocates is strong coffee, strong tea, strong pen, favorite, TV traffic, TV car, fast car, fast runner, fast food, bright light, bright idea, bright future, and make decision, make effort, and make mistakes. These are words that appear together in a language. So these are the suggested materials and resources that used by the teacher in teaching these components. So concordance is somewhat contemporary in all sentences are agreed. So it allows students exploring language examples and collocations. So, ang mga sitanan ko po ang like concordance is balik at ikapuan words like appear, but if we use it in a sentence or in a context, everything in the sentence would agree to that word. Then, detailed language, purpose creation is it entails that students to collect written documents and create their own meaning corporate speaking collocations in academic text. So this is an example of a data-driven language. Wow. So you will type this specific words and that will pronounce. So the last aspect. This use aspect focuses on teaching students how words used appropriately in different contexts. So the constraint or use necessary to frequency. So constraints refers to the limit pattern of use. So register, for example, register, frequency, and situational appropriateness. Talking about the register is the language can be formal, informal, academic, or spoken. The frequency, how the word frequently used. It is common, rare, less common. The institutional context, the language can be used in businesses, casual, academic context. Now, this is the learning activities that used by the teachers, identifying words constraints. So, this learning activities is students examine words and decide, are they formal, informal, or neutral? Are they common use? Rare, common, and less common? Let's use that. And the suggested materials that can be used in teaching this considered or used is each engine, coordination factors, survival, collaborative. And that will be all. Any question? Clarification? So in conclusion, interactive vocabulary teaching involves more than just memorizing definition. So it requires understanding the meaning, usage, and word relationship. So by